You know, there's been a lot of cool video games out there, and we all know that every awesome video game needs a really tough villain. Just like Bowser, the king of the Koopas, and Bison, the swag yet dark Street Fighter. Because these two characters are nearly unkillable, and the fact that people could argue whether or not a certain character would win at which circumstance, I'm going to make two different fights, one including Giant Bowser and Bino Bison, and one without those forms. I'm Clay Caparis, and it's my job to analyze their abilities and weaponry to see who would win the fight. A lot of us know who Mario is. He's a lovable plumber who stomps on turtles and Goombas in order to save the princess. But who could be making these armies, and who stole the princess in the first place? Well then meet Bowser, the Koopa King. Bowser is basically a giant turtle and the primary antagonist of the Mario games. However, on occasion, he will team up with the good guys to stop something that's even more dangerous. Even when Bowser was just a little baby, there was still tension between him and the Mario brothers. Man, some serious stuff must have happened in the past. The main thing Bowser is known for is kidnapping the princess, which the reason why he actually does this is because the princess actually can undo his evil doings. So in order to actually stop her from doing that, he just takes her. His plans were mainly to turn everybody in the Mushroom Kingdom into bricks, and then of course, to conquer the Mushroom Kingdom. Thankfully, the plumbers used their plumbing tactics to stop this Koopa every time. Bowser is incredibly tenacious, however, and he's always making new schemes to capture this princess and make his dream come true. Bowser also knows the tactic of big boys, so he can take a ton of punishment. The one that's most known is a lot of dips in lava, and he's incredibly strong, capable of lifting objects much bigger than him, like a giant cannonball that was fired from his own castle. And that isn't it for what Bowser has. He has his own clown cart with him, which can carry objects just as big as the actual cart itself. And he also has some Mecha Koopas in there for some surprises. And you know how he can survive the lava? That's because he's like a wizard. Harry, you're a wizard. He can set a lot of butts on fire with his famous fire breath and fireballs, and he can grow to the size of his own castle. Man, I'm glad that isn't in this world, because just imagine the power of its stomp. And there's also literally anything else of that turtle that we could see. Even without magic and his weaponry, he's still one tough dude. His shell can pierce some of his opponents, and he's like a pro wrestler, using his own body weight to his advantage. Even though it doesn't always look like it, Bowser is still a worthy foe. He can withstand a black hole, crush through walls with just his claws. He can actually sprint really fast, considering that he's a turtle, and he survived a fall from above the cloud layers, and he didn't even have an injury. I don't even know how that's possible. Just remember, kids, things are a lot less in cartoon worlds compared to real world. This is just insane. How can he do so much of this? Can he be killed? Yes. If he does get dipped in lava far enough, he can become Dry Bowser, and a big enough fall can actually make him collapse and even get killed. Plus, Bowser is kind of an idiot. He usually sets traps in his own castle, and it usually turns against him. Plus, he is illiterate. He also still can't beat Mario. Despite this, he is no doubt one of the greatest threats in the Mushroom Kingdom. I'm going to try something new here with my voice. Bison is cool but rude. Okay, he is not Raph. The villain, and mainly the final boss for Street Fighter, the M most likely means master, but it could also mean a lot of other names, which are unnecessary to say. After murdering his parents at a young age, he was raised by gypsies and trained him in the art of soul power. But after that, his form started to evolve, and then it became psycho power. And then he took all the good out of his body in order to master that. And then it created Rose, which I should try that sometime. Maybe I could create somebody cool as well. Okay, anyway, jokes aside, he also is good at Shadowloozism for even more power. He has plenty of moves in his arsenal, like the scissor kick, the heel slide, the knee press, the psycho cannon, and the most deadly of them all, Psycho Crusher. I should use both of these voices. Anyway, it's really hard to take him down because thanks to his soul power, he can keep his soul possessed and making sure not many people could take him down for good. The only person who could truly take him down for good was Akuma. But then again, the Raging Demon was designed to take out the souls. So of course it would have to stop Bison once and for all. If there's a time where Bison needs even more power, then he unleashes his most powerful form, Bison. In this form, he has an increase in a lot of his stats, especially his power, which when he reaches this form, he can take out an opponent sometimes in just one attack if he uses Psycho Crusher, for example. Bison has done a ton of things. He has survived being impaled, intercepted his own satellite laser, and he has the power of a large town level. He sure is one tough villain to deal with, and is really tough to put down for good. Oh, and he's smart enough to lead an organization. His own toughness can lead to huge weaknesses, however. He's extremely arrogant and cocky, constantly underestimating his opponents at times just because of this. And his psycho power can actually be too great for his body to handle if he uses too much of it. But then again, with all that strength, it's okay to be a little cocky, right? Alright, let's get to the fight. But before we do, we'll just say that this battle is animated by Super Mew 9001. He's a really cool guy, and you should check out his channel. I mean, there's not, like, a ton to be seen there, but there's some cool stuff. And also, I'm sorry if you guys don't like this, but it's in Smash Bros. Edition. There just wasn't many good other animations, so this time we're gonna do it like this. And now, it's time for Animation Brawl! Oh man, that was way too close. Bowser may have been much stronger than Bison, and he definitely was more durable. Bison's intelligence and speed eventually won out. Plus, over time, Bowser could get stopped by Bison's psycho power. While both of these characters were nearly unkillable, Bison just had more ways to actually stop Bowser. It's hard making other voices. Bison actually could have brainwashed Bowser simply, and could have actually got him to do his evil doings. Plus, in Bison's form, Bison could have hit him with a powerful enough blow to actually knock him out cold. While Giant Bowser could have actually eaten Bison could have just teleported out of the body. But then again, if we think about this fight, there could have been a lot of ways where this have resulted. Like if Bowser had the Dream Stone, he could have possessed Bison's soul. But for now, it looks like Bowser was just embarrassed of this ultra villain. Is Bison. Even though I actually wanted Bowser to win. Next time on Animation Brawl.
Drop it.